Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn some terms and an interesting theorem. Okay, let me tell you some terms. First, irrational number. Any number which cannot be written in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, okay, is called an irrational number. Clear? Second, co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? Any two numbers which are having only common factor 1. Example, 2 and 3, or 13 and 17. You can give so many examples. So these are called co-prime numbers. Third, and this is your very important theorem. In your book it is mentioned as theorem 1.3. What is it is? According to this theorem, if P is a prime number, P is a prime number and P divides a square, where a is a positive integer. A is positive integer. Then P also divides A. I will give you an example here. 81 is divided by 3. Now 81 is square of 9. Okay, here you can see, as per our theorem, if P divides A square, so our P is 3 and it is a prime number. 81 is divided by 3 and 81 is the square of 9. Here you can see 9 can be divided by 3 as well. So I think you understand the point that if a prime number divides A square, where A is any positive integer, then P will divide A as well. Okay. Now one more term is there. Fourth term, contradiction. Method of contradiction. Method of contradiction. What it mean? According to method of contradiction, if we want to prove any given statement, then in the starting we suppose this statement as false or true, and later on by using mathematical statement we will prove that our assumption was wrong. The most accurate example for this is exercise 1.3, question number 1. Prove that root 5 is irrational. Root 5 is irrational. What we are going to do now? Solution. Let root 5 is a rational number. Now, if root 5 is a rational number, then root 5 is equals to A upon B. Why? Any rational number can be written in the form of A upon B, where A and B are co-prime. Okay, now we can write it as A is equals to B root 5, squaring both sides. A square is equals to B square, and root 5 square is 5. This implies A square upon 5 is equals to B square. Let's say this is our equation 1. Now, A square divided by 5 gives B square. A and B are co-primes. Now, according to theorem 1.3, A square is divisible by 5, so A square is divisible by 5, hence A is divisible by 5, or we can say 5 is the factor of A, so we can write A is equals to 5C. So A is equals to 5C. Put this A is equals to 5C in equation 1. 5C square upon 5 is equals to B square. This implies, see, 5 square upon 5, it will be 5. 5C square is equals to B square, or we can say C square is equals to B square upon 5. This is our equation number 3. This is our equation number 2. Again, theorem 1.3. B square is divisible by 5. That means B is also divisible by 5. So we can say B is equals to 5D. Now, this is your fourth. Now see, A is equals to 5C. That means 5 is the factor of A. B is equals to 5D. 5 is the factor of D. Then this is our contradiction which we assumed earlier in the starting of question. Why? A and B are co-prime. So here you will write as A and B, as A and B are having common factor 5. So A and B are not co-prime, hence our assumption is wrong. Our assumption was root 5 is a rational number. It means we will say in the end of the question, so root 5 is an irrational number.